What's up, gamers? Today on Puffy Louder, we're gonna be playing Charade Maniacs, and hey guys, welcome back to Puffy Louder, and welcome back to Charade Maniacs. I don't know what came over me. Today we're playing Iochi's route. I almost said Orochi. I don't know who the fuck that is. But last episode, we spun the roulette wheel, and the wheel decided that we are not going to play Futami yet, which means that the next route that we have will be the anger route. But this route will be all about boopity boop boop investigation and learning more about, I guess, everything, because what the fuck is going on, really? So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna get into the bulk of it, because I think, honestly, last episode's common route was a lot shorter than I remember Akase's being, and even, like, Tomose's being. So, like, really, we're, like, it says common route right now, but we're pretty much at, like, the end of it. Like, chapter 6 is a long chapter, yes, but it's the last chapter of the common route, and then right after chapter 6 we get into the main, like, characters route, if I remember correctly from Akase and Banjo. So let's get right into it. The conversation ended ambiguously there. Tomase returned to his room awkwardly, and Akase went out after breakfast. Gyobu had just stayed up all night, so he went to sleep after eating. Haiji, Iochi, and I were left in the living room. Tomase was probably blaming Haiji since I took the punishment game. Right, so last episode, with all the common route stuff, we need to remember that Senna has lost her voice from the Haiji pushing out of the window situation. She refused to push Haiji out of the window, so she doesn't have her voice right now. Otherwise, he wouldn't be so firm about it. I've been friends with Tomase since childhood. If I died, then I'm sure it would hurt Tomase. Tomase isn't the kind that would feel nothing if his childhood friend dies. I feel like there would be nobody who would feel nothing if their childhood friend died. People often misunderstand him, but I know that he's kind and he's always trying his best. That's why I felt like he decided to blame others. It was just a way to protect me. I'm happy that he's so worried about me, but that's not a valid reason to attack others. If the reason he's acted that way was me, then I was also sure there was a solution. If I get my voice back, I'm sure that Tomase would be back to normal. I should research if there's a way to get it back, or I can negotiate with the director.
こんなに怒られると思わなかった。僕、もっと勉強しなきゃダメだね。
Right, so last episode we were bullying the 12-year-old, aka Haiji. We were basically saying, like, well, everybody else was basically saying, how dare you not, like, are you actually 12? How dare you not know how to read? All of this really horrible stuff to say. Like, they were like, I don't know, if he's actually 12, I think that they're gonna regret saying that to him. I think that it's just not, it's just iffy. The whole situation is iffy. I would rather lean on the side of caution and say, like, okay, yeah, maybe, like, if he is 12, you don't want to be, like, traumatizing a child. But Banjo was, like, super mean and said, like, hey, you should really be learning how to read, because if you can't read the script, then you're gonna fuck all of us up. And everybody else is kind of agreeing with that, so. Haiji looked sad when he said that. He hugged a cushion. I felt pity and sat down next to him. Haiji, considering the situation, everyone is irritated. Don't let it bother you too much.
セナ君の言う通りだね。この分じゃ我々の異世界生活はまだまだ続く。もっとのんびり構えないと。
エバナお兄ちゃんみたいに？
あれはなんだろうな。のんびりしてるわけじゃないんだろうけど、ついこだわってしまうんだろうね。
Yeah. EBANA'S? Haiji and Iochi turned toward the kitchen as if to suggest something. I then heard cooking sounds from far away that I didn't notice before. Speaking of which, we're in the cooking team. I didn't think about breakfast or anything.
今日の朝食ならエバナ君が作ってくれたから大丈夫だよ。セナ君ももらってきたら。
Wow, we're literally not doing anything. Abana's doing all the work. Oh, really? I answered with that and stood up. They said that the food wasn't fake, but considering that it was Abana who made it, it feels completely different. Maybe it's just a matter of perception. I can't not eat forever. Although I still don't have an appetite, I hesitantly went to the kitchen. I came across Abana, who was coming out of the kitchen while sighing.
どうしたの？ため息ついて。
You know what I just noticed? Hold on. You know how... Okay, so remember these plot points, right? So there's a whole bunch of plot points going on. Notice how Abana... Remember Abana lost his arm in one of them? Or, like... We know that Abana is missing an arm because in Banjo's route, we found his arm on display in some random fucking shop. Editor Puff will put in a fucking clip of that. What was inside the case looked almost real to me. An arm?
偽物だろ。
I know, but it just looks so real. My heart was pounding. I took a step back to look away and noticed a plate on the case. I thought I misread it, but I blinked a few times and reread it. Ibana. That's what it said on the plate. Ibana? Ibana's arm is in this fucking display case? Did you notice that he has a glove on one of his hands? I'd never fucking noticed that until just now. Unless there's like another episode in which I noticed that before. But I swear to you that I've never noticed that until just now. So it must be his left hand that is missing? Like, did it mention that it was his left arm? I don't know. In the clip it will probably say, but I literally just noticed that. I'm gonna write a note down right now. That is insane. Okay.
ここのオーブンはなんで旧型なのかと。最新型なら焼きムラなんてできないのに。
Really?
ポイントを貯めてご褒美に頼めば？
やっぱりそれしかないのか。
I feel like sometimes the older ovens are nicer though, but maybe that's just like my experience, perhaps. I mean, I guess it depends on how old, because like so this is just random. I'm sorry that I have so many tangents this episode. I'm all over the place. But like my home oven is I think it's called the Maytag. It's from like 2004, which to me is kind of old. It's like 20 something years old at this point. I think 11 years old. Wait, is it? No, I can't even count. It's 21 years old at this point. But like it's a double oven. It still works pretty well and it has pretty even cooking. So I've been like hesitant to like replace it for a newer one just because I feel like a lot of the newer ovens have like this weird like tech going on and you have to like connect it to the internet. I sound like such a boomer. Never mind, just forget it. Why an oven? What are you baking?
別にいいだろ。ほっとけ。
He's as unfriendly as usual. Ibana, is there any breakfast left? I'd like to have some. I'm not sure if I can still eat, so maybe just a little bit.
残ってるが、もうちょっと早く起きろよ。都度温め直すのも面倒なんだ。
Honestly, I really like Ibana. I don't know what it is about him, but I like him a lot. Right, sorry. I was going to do it myself, but he's reheating it for me. He's such a tsundere. I followed Ibana while he was mumbling to himself, and I saw a pile of cookies at the side of the kitchen. Oh my god, they're so cute! Oh, those cookies look nice. I think I have an appetite now. Ibana, whose cookies are those?
別に誰のというわけでもないと思うが。
Then, can I have some? I actually don't have much of an appetite, but I think I can eat a few cookies.
は？朝飯は？
Yeah, he literally is out here reheating your food and you're just like, oh, actually, I know that you're like putting all this effort into like reheating the food, but can I just eat the cookies instead? Like, that's so rude. Can I eat it for lunch? I know you just reheated it just now.
それはいいが、 朝飯は食え。力出ないだろうが。
Oh my god, he's a parent. Huh? I thought he was gonna tell me off or something. I know, but I thought I could eat a little bit of the food that I like.
汁物くらいは食えるんじゃないのか。それか野菜類とか。
Guys, I love Ibana. He was persistent, but I really didn't have an appetite. I didn't know what to say. Ibana then tutted at me irritably.
チッ、昼は食えよ。
I've never heard someone tut at me that loudly. I cannot wait for his root. You guys have no idea.
おや、クッキーだね。お茶も用意してくれたんだ。
まあ一応。
美味しそう。いただきます。
いや、いいね。エバナ君は場の空気を凍らせる天才だと思っていたけど、ここ数日で認識を改めたよ。
認識なんて改める必要ないでしょ。俺はキャスト同士仲良くやろうなんていうやつは仲良く手をつないで死ねって思ってますし。
Oh my god.
それは言い過ぎ。
Yeah.
うん、これ美味しい。何味？アイス？
アイス味なんてあるわけないだろう。バタースコッチ風味のクッキーだ。
It's really delicious, but I like ones with the nuts in it better. Look at his smile. Oh my god, I felt like an arrow to the heart, like pew, like oh gosh. Zoom in on that face.
考えてみれば、ここにいる4人は調理班だ。同じ班の仲間同士、一緒にお茶でもして仲良くしようじゃないか。ね、エバナ君。
はあ？
死ねっていう目で見てくるのやめてくれないかな。
I think Iochi is right here. It'd be difficult to cook together for all at each other's throats.
僕も仲良くしたい。料理教えてほしい。
まあわからなくもないが。
In truth, I don't want things to be so hostile. I don't want to suspect Haiji because he's younger, and I want to at least trust the people here.
しかし疑い合いいがみ合い、こんな状況でこれまでのキャストはどうしてたんだろうね。これじゃあ協力してドラマを演じるなんて無理な話だろう。
これくらいマシな方でしょう。これまでがお花畑すぎたんだ。
だからみんな死んじゃったの？これまでのキャストいっぱい死んじゃったって言ってたよね。
Haiji's statement caused everyone there to become quiet. Is that what it means? Is that how everyone arrived at the dead end and died? In this other world, without anyone believing in them. The atmosphere felt suffocating, but it was Iochi who spoke up first.
あのさ、君たちは異世界配信のバックナンバーを見たことがある？
そりゃまあ多少。
僕は見たことない。
I watched someone doing some research. What about the past episodes?
これまでの配信でも罰ゲームを受けたキャストはたくさんいるから参考になるんじゃないかと思ったんだ。ただこのバックナンバー時系列でもないし調べにくいんだよ。できれば前回のキャストのドラマが見たいのに。
I think that's right. When I watched it, I had no idea which drama and what, or from when it was.
だから今バックナンバーを整理してるんだ。ディレクターは言ってなかったけど中には帰還したキャストがいるかもしれないし、罰ゲームで失ったものを取り返したキャストもいるかもしれない。これはただの希望的観測だけど。
If there's a precedent, then that would mean I might be able to get my voice back?
その通り。希望は忘れないでいたいね。
お姉ちゃんの声戻るかもしれないの？
まだわからないけどね。もう少し時間をもらえるかな。もちろん声が出ないと不利だから急ぐけれど。
Is there anything I can do?
そうだな。思いついたら声をかけるよ。
I'm sorry. Thank you.
どういたしまして。それにしても美味しいクッキーだね。
I was thinking the same thing, so I nodded. It wasn't in uniform shapes because it was handmade, but it was crunchy and fragrant. I said I didn't have an appetite, but I can eat this. Did someone ask the the watcher for it?
誰か？あ、これエバナお兄ちゃんの手作りだよね。
え店で売られているものだと思ったが、まさかこれをエバナ君が？そうか、だからオーブンの話をしてたのか。
いや、それは違います。ハイジ、お前何の根拠があってそんな。
だって昨日の夜焼いてたでしょ。いい匂いがしてたからリビングに行ったらエバナお兄ちゃんがキッチンにいたの見えた。
Caught in 4K.
へえ、このクッキーをエバナ君が。
Oh my god. The one earlier was in the shape of a bear. Did Ibana make that too?
全部そうだと思うけど、たくさん焼いてたもんね。
そこまでしてクッキーを焼きたかったとは知らなかったな。
That's
君は意外性の塊だね。
cute. That's so cute. Picture get? Picture get? He's so cute.
俺がどんな趣味を持っていようが勝手でしょう。バカにするなら食べなくていいんですよ。
Oh my god, he's so cute, guys. Oh my god. I'm all in. The game has reeled me back in with Ibana.
バカになんかしていないよ。すごく美味しいクッキーだ。
Ibana, you're good at dessert making too. I guess you wouldn't even need my help.
こういうのをなんて言うんだっけ？女子力だっ
Oh
け？
my god, Haiji.
ずいぶん古い言葉を知ってるな。でもエバナ君は女子というかお母さんだよね。
Yes, definitely mom-like.
ああ、うるさい。茶化すならこのクッキーは没収だ。
ごめん、もう言わないよ。お母さんは封印。おばあちゃんはどうかな。
Grandma Ibana.
ああ、
冗談だよ。照れながら切れるとは器用だね。
He's so cute. Although that malice was directed at Iochi, Ibana changed his mind and put the cookies back on the table. It really is delicious, so there's no need to be embarrassed. Can you teach me how to make them?
嫌だ。自分で調べろ。
Wow. I'll just watch you do it. Can you make it again?
嫌だって言っただろ。少しはへこめよ、お前は。
エバナ君のツンデレにもなんだか慣れてきたよね。
怒るのが好きなんだよね。いっぱい怒っていいよ。僕気にしないから。
Haiji! Dead. I thought he would flip out again, but Ibana just heaved a sigh and turned back to normal.
調理班の次の作業は夕飯です。昼食はもう仕込みが終わってるから、夕飯までにメニューを決めて食材を頼めばいい。
おお、切り替えたね。
じゃあ俺はもう部屋に戻るので。
もうちょっとゆっくりしていきなよ。毎回全員で作業するのもなんだし、2、3人でローテーションした方がいいよね。
僕はどっちでもいい。あ、でもみんなで作るのも楽しそう。
俺は一人でいいんですが。
While we were talking about that, I sent a message to everyone about something I noticed. Now that I think about it, where did the ingredients come from? And as if expected, everyone looks at me with a surprised expression. Yesterday, the watcher said that the food brought in were all real. If they're real, then where are they brought from? From what we saw of the scenery during maintenance, this place is surrounded by walls, and the area looked like ruins.
ああ、そういえばそうだね。とても畑なんかがあるとは思えなかったな。どんな食材でも用意はできるようだったし。
So we haven't learned about the sponsor yet, I guess.
監視者に聞いてみればいい。自分で出してるんだから知ってるだろ。
I realized he's right, so I tried. Watcher, where are the ingredients brought from? Is it brought from somewhere in the other world?
大元はあなた方のいた世界から調達しています。異世界に本来食材は存在しません。
I felt relieved upon hearing that.
食感も匂いも味も問題なかったわけだから、実は偽物でしたとはそうそうならないだろ
So someone's like hauling fucking truckloads of food? Damn. Like, and it's all like fresh too, right? Damn.
じゃあ外から調達してるというのはどこから持ってきてるんだ？何か通用口があるとか？
Yeah.
リクエスト受理できません。
またそれか。じゃあ別の切り口で質問を。
次はカップケーキが食べたいな。
は？
え？
Cupcakes.
クッキーが作れるならカップケーキも作れるかなって。作れる？
何味の？
やっぱり作れるんだ。何でもいいよ。ふわふわのやつが食べたい。
いや、今のは聞いてみただけで。
The topic got shifted.
ハイジ君のリクエストだけ答えるのはずるいよね。僕はアップルパイがいいな。
I made an apple crisp recently, so
答えるなんて言ってないでしょ。知りませんよ。
fighting over making what kind of sweets reminds me of my younger siblings. I was laughing by myself and Haiji poked me on the elbow.
お姉ちゃんは？
Me?
そうだよ。君もしっかりリクエストしておくといい。
Oh my
彼は
god.
僕らのお母さんなんだからね。
そのネタ、さっき封印と言ってませんでしたか？
といけない。心にもないことでごまかしちゃダメだね。これからも君をこう呼ばせてもらうよ。エバナお母さん。
Oh my god.
イオチさんが年上でよかったです。手が出かけたところ冷静になれたので。
Your clenched fist is shaking hard. Are you sure you're calm?
エバナ君は妙なところ真面目だよね。これからも年上という立場を存分に利用させてもらうね。
これからもずっと冷静だとは言ってません。
ひどいな。君は女性を殴るつもりなの？
え？
あれ？イオチさんはお姉さんなの？
Oh? You are?
いや、そうだったらどうするのかなって聞いてみただけ。だったらどうする？
もうどっちでもいいので殴っていいですか？
別にいいけど優しくしてね。
この人は。
それでお姉ちゃんはどうするの？お菓子のリクエスト。
He's asking me this now? My mind is drawing a blank right now, so I could only come up with simple answers for requests to make. I don't mind what it is as long as we can share it. Cupcakes would probably be good. Ivana then got even more irritated at that and spat out the next words.
なんで作る流れになってるんだ。リクエストに答えるなんて言ってないだろ。
作るの好きなんじゃないの？僕カップケーキ楽しみにしてるよ。
Haiji's so cute.
好きなんて言ってないだろ。知らん。
女の子のお願いを無視する気かい？お母さんは撤回し、今度から血も涙もないメガネくんと呼ぼう。
また変なあだ名を。わかりましたよ。ケーキくらいなら作ってもいいですが、アップルパイは却下です。
なんで？
イオチさんが本気でうざいから。
Oh my god.
傷ついたな。ひどいと思わないかい、セナ君。
I can understand that you're angry, but it's not right to call Iochi annoying.
だよね。
だよね。
なんなんすか、3人で固まって。
こっちに入りたかったらアップルパイ作って。
結局それですか。わかりましたよ。そのうちでいいなら。
Poor Ivana. Oh, so he's still going to make it. I concluded that Ivana isn't at all that scary of a person. Poor Ivana. Poor Ivana. We're gonna stop here. Oh my god. Ivana just gets bullied this entire episode. But honestly, so I kind of like Iochi a lot. I think that they're like this route I thought would be more on the boring side, but I think like even just from that small excerpt, even though a lot of it was focused on Bana, you can really see how different Iochi is from like Banjo and Nakase, just in terms of like not just like age-wise, like yes, age-wise, but also just like the way that they think about things is there's like a difference just in the way that they process information. I don't know if it's just because of the way that they like think, like maybe it's their job, like since their job is in information processing, but like they received the information like, oh, like our food is sourced from outside, like it's sourced from our world or whatever and stuff like that, and they were like, okay, so where is it sourced from? Like, how are we getting this in? Is it sourced, like, how are we receiving it? And where is that location? And etc. Like XYZ. Like that's how they're thinking. And then the way that they immediately asked the watcher that, and like if Haiji didn't interrupt with the cupcake question, I think that Iochi would have had other questions leading up to like just, I think that the way that Iochi kind of like follows up with questions that are like very direct and pointed that's like the best way to go about it. I think that this already leads up to a way more satisfying route in terms of laying out information. So we'll see if that continues. I have high hopes just seeing the way that played out, and also just seeing like even last episode the way that Iochi was responding to things and the way that they were handling like just basic information from the team. Like it took Akase so long to be like, oh yeah, let's review like the previous streams and stuff like that, but in this route Iochi's already like, yeah, we've been reviewing the streams and like we should take a look at them again, you know, like they've already been doing that. So it's clear that the thought process has already been laid out, like they have a plan, and I don't know. It's interesting. I'm curious to see what we find out. I think that there's going to be a lot more revealed in this route. So, next episode. I honestly don't know what to expect. Maybe we'll get cupcakes and apple pie. Honestly, I don't know. We'll find out next time.